And welcome back to the show. HANAC is one of the largest social service organizations in New York City that's providing affordable housing, social programming, and independent living to diverse communities in need across our 5 boroughs. Now, the organization celebrates 50 years of services, particularly remaining dedicated to empowering vulnerable community members, especially older adults, delivering dignity as well as quality of life. And joining us now to share more details, we've got the Executive Director of HANAC, Stacy Bliagos. And Stacy, good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello, Daren. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again, too, and a very special time for you. So
It's
talk to us
exciting.
about this momentous, tell us about this this time because you're celebrating a momentous anniversary.
Yeah, so 50 years ago, our founder had this vision to help Hellenic immigrants coming from Greece, and certainly a visionary because he was a reporter for the Long Island Press, really was able to speak to the mayor at the time, get a grant, $75,000 grant, and then start canvassing the community about all the problems immigrants were having coming to this country. And really, we began our first 2 programs was ESL and our senior programming, our older adult senior centers. Since then, as you mentioned, we've grown into a citywide organization helping 30,000 individuals annually, as well as he was such a visionary that he understood the need for affordable housing. So we started having affordable housing for older adults. Now we have over 400 units of affordable housing. We're looking to expand even more in the next couple of years. And it's an exciting time because 50 years means 50 years, not just 50 years of just being around, but 50 years of service and 50 years of helping the lives of vulnerable population. I think I said this before and I say it all the time, we have the privilege of having staff that used to actually get services. So we have staff that used to be in our camps and that are now giving back to the community as directors of programming, helping this community now with their social programming. So it's an exciting time to be a part of this organization, and I'm so proud to be leading it.
And I know that you guys have really branched out and moved further into new communities, and I know that's a passion. You've also got some things going on with your younger people and the youth. So when we talk about youth programs and we talk about reaching out and going into new communities, give us a little bit about the work that's going on there.
Sure. So we have the Summer Youth Employment Program, and that really stands for, that's just condensed to SYEP. That is the first job that a teenager will get. And so we have exciting new programming in that we're trying to expand. I think Mayor Adams just announced that he was going to fund this program even more through giving money through the DYCD. And we're looking to expand even more in the Bronx. Currently, we have 2 partner schools that we have this programming in the Bronx, and that's the Bronx Early College Academy for Teaching and Learning High School, as well as Bronxdale High School. But we're hoping to expand even more for that program because it's super important for that particular program to expand for young adults. In terms of other programming, we have programming like the Compass programs that are after school programs. We have 2 sets of Compass programs, and Compass programs are after school programs that help young kids with their homework. But we have these 2 programs that specifically work with different initiatives. Our PS2, which is in East Elmhurst, focuses on STEM, and STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And our Compass 212, which is in Jackson Heights, has a Brighter Bites initiative program. They provide 150 bags of free fresh fruits and vegetables to families bi-weekly. So we really try and give young adults an opportunity to see what's possible, an opportunity to explore what they would be interested in exploring further down the line in school, and to give them something to do after school. Of course, the Compass program helps with homework, and in the summers, it acts as a day camp. So that helps parents know that their kids are somewhere safe and they're doing productive activities. One of the programs that I didn't mention if you can give me a chance to mention, which I love, is our Astoria Beacon program. And our Astoria Beacon, Astoria Cornerstone program. And our Astoria Cornerstone program is in the Astoria NYCHA Houses development. The actual Cornerstone programs are in New York City Housing Authority housing developments. And this program helps young adults 5 to 24 with after school activities. This particular program that I want to mention we've just recently partnered with New York Sunworks and the New York Power Authority to provide a hydroponic lab. And we're hoping that that serves as a model for other Cornerstone programs.
And so as you look at the programs that you have, obviously a lot of great work that's going on around the community. We know that New York is a very diverse place, and we've got a diverse population all across the city. You go into certain pockets, you're going to see certain people and certain groups of people. But I know that you've catered particularly in your demographic to dealing with those who are struggling with trying to find out about how to master the English language. And talk to us, because as the ESL program that you have, talk about the amount of people that you're serving and the work that you're seeing there.
Sure. So as I mentioned, the ESL program was one of the first programs that HANAC started. So we pride ourselves on helping the immigrant community acclimate to New York City and to the United States. Because if you think about it, if you don't speak the language, how are you going to, expect services? Even going to a medical appointment, you still need to speak the language. So we have several locations throughout Queens that help individuals with their ESL, English as a second language, as well as we also cater to helping individuals get their GED and get their high school equivalency diploma. So that is something that we pride ourselves in doing. We've helped thousands of individuals learn the English language, and then we try and set them up with our services to find employment, because we do have an employment program. And so we try and help them with their job. We have an immigration program. So if there's an issue with their immigration status, we will step in and help them there. So we provide this, packet of services, even though when people come to us, sometimes they say, oh, well, I just want to learn the English language. But then they realize the amount of services that we have. So they take advantage of those services. And we're lucky enough that the staff feels like family. So they talk to one another and say, hey, I have a client here that may be beneficial, that actually may benefit from the other services that we provide. So it's really an all-inclusive place where somebody can come in and get help that they need. But it starts with, that American dream. When you come into this country and say, okay, I want a better life for myself and my family, what's the first thing you need to do? Well, you need to learn the English language if you don't know it yet. So that is like the number one thing I think that allows individuals to feel comfortable so that they can move on in the process of living in New York.
50 years of doing great service. And Stacy, we want to thank you and the great work that's going on at HANAC to really be an influencer and a game changer in the lives of so many people. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you so much, Darren. Have a wonderful day.
All righty. And we want our viewers to know, if you want more information, don't hesitate. Visit them on their website, hanac.org, and then follow them on Facebook at HANAC INC. We do have more show for you. Don't go anywhere. Open is continuing right after this.